Hi everyone, today we are making pepper jelly. I'm just getting these seeds from the bell peppers. So what you're going to need to start with is 2 green bell peppers, 2 red bell peppers. I only have yellow and red, so you can do that. You can use any color you like. 10 jalapenos, large jalapenos. And then I have added peppers from my yard. So I still have peppers growing. Do you guys? So they want you to chop it finely in recipes. I'm going to use the food processor. So I'm going to chop these up. You can use, in my opinion, any peppers you want. I have in my pepper jellies. You don't even have to put the bell peppers in, but if you don't use the bell peppers and you're going for a straight up all hot, you're going to want to have 1.5 cups each of your bell peppers. So whatever you're replacing, you'll want that. And then you want 1 cup of finely chopped jalapeno peppers. I'm going to have way more pepper, hot pepper over bell pepper. So I'm going to start putting this in the food processor, and then we'll come back and start the jelly. Okay guys, I forgot to emphasize, wear gloves. Don't debate it, don't question it, just do it. I did not. Just saying, I'm on fire. So here is, and a couple of those are bigger, but I don't care. Here is my chopped up peppers. I have 1 cup of cider vinegar. If you don't like cider vinegar, you can use white vinegar, but you have to use some vinegar. You're going to need 5 cups of sugar. And a lot of people are confused when it comes to making jams and jellies about the prepared fruit, or in this case veg. I don't know. You always want to measure it after you've chopped it. So if you're measuring whole berries, you're not going to have the proper amount when you go to make your jam and jelly. Same with this. So you want to measure it after you've prepared it. I've had a lot of people not understand the measuring on that and have issues with their jams, jellies, what have you, setting up. So after you prepare, and that's chopping, smashing, whatever your stuff, then measure it. So we have 5 cups here. No, yeah, 4 cups. 1.5 cups each of bell pepper, and 1 cup of pepper, jalapeno. And it's okay if you have more, you just don't want to have less. So, and basically everything I had in that bowl measured out pretty perfect. I could have gotten these longer peppers a little better, but I don't care, it's okay. And I am using my pressure canner as a water bath because I'm going to do French onion soup after this, so I didn't want to take out every pot. So we are going to add this to the pan. Yeah, don't look at my horrible floors. You can see we took out a layer of flooring and there's another layer of flooring. I just don't want to talk about it. But if you own a house, and you're not going to live there forever, do things properly so the homeowner that buys it after you doesn't get the nightmare. The man that owned this home, his name was D-I-C-K. I think YouTube doesn't like those words, but that was his name. And it was the perfect name. Okay, so we are going to add our peppers, our vinegar, and I am using 1 package of Sure-Jell pectin. And you want to bring this up to a full rolling boil that you cannot stir down. I tried to get utensils that won't make you guys crazy. But the pan with the water might. Goodness. Okay. So we are going to get this started. So we'll get this going, and when it comes up to a rolling boil, and you can add a 1/2 teaspoon of butter to prevent foaming. Optional, you don't have to. Don't inhale the vinegar because it can choke you out. And remember to wear gloves. I touched my upper lip when I was done and it's on fire. My hands seem okay. I remember the first time I started messing with peppers and stuff, I was making big old batches of salsa and I did not wear gloves. And my hands burned for 3 days. I don't care what anybody tells you. You can soak them in milk, buttermilk, everything. It won't go away. I tried everything. So we're going to get this going until it comes to a boil that you cannot stir down. And then we'll come back. When it gets to that point, we'll be adding our sugar. Okay, so we're almost there. But I don't know how well you can see that with the steam. So when they say a boil you can't stir down, you want it to be a fast and furious boil that when you're stirring is still boiling. And that's what we have. Now we're going to add our sugar. And we are going to bring this back to another rolling boil as this sugar melts. And once it comes back to another boil that you cannot stir down, you want to boil it for exactly 1 minute. Then remove it from the heat after 1 minute and fill your jars. So we are going to get this going again. And then we'll be back. Sorry, I was trying to blow the steam away so you could see. So we're going to come back to that rolling boil that we had before that you cannot stir down. Once you get to that point, we'll boil for 1 minute. So I'll be back. Okay, so we are boiling. And see how it won't stir down? You want a hard boil. So we're going to do this for 1 minute. And you want to make sure you stir this the whole time or it will burn. And then if you would like a green jelly or a red jelly, when you finish this process, just before canning, you can add some green coloring or red coloring to your jelly. If you want to give it out as gifts and it be pretty or something. Now, if you're wanting a lower sugar, you will need to use Pomona's Pectin, or you're going to have setup problems. I think Sure-Jell also has a low sugar version, but Pomona's works really well. It's pretty surefire. And when you're at the end, you can skim off any foam, and then we will put it into the jars. Not even hot. That's not even hot. I use Lehman's lids. And they need some hot water. So, here we go. Okay, our 1 minute is up. Turn you around and we will fill them up. And then I need to do dishes and make dinner. Okay, so I really don't have any foam. As you can see, looks good. I did add a little pat of butter to that. So now we're going to fill our jars. You want a 1/2 inch to 1/4 inch of headspace. I love this stuff. And cowboy candy, oh my. I used it last night with some grilled chicken. Good stuff. I do like the seeds in this because I want the heat. If you don't want the heat, you can de-seed your hot peppers. I did de-seed the bell peppers. And then we're going to have to wipe our rims. And as always, if you have any little bit left over, you just put it in a separate container and put it in the fridge when it cools off. You can pretty much tell that this will set up because it's already doing it on the plastic. The funnel. Okay. I want all this goodness. Okay, so now we are going to wipe the rims. Yes, dear. I think my husband's in here making fun of me. Okay. I'm gonna wipe that. Put a lid on it. And put it in the canner. Uh-oh. I screwed in the paper towel. I've never screwed paper towels before. Okay. It looks yummy. You want to make sure you do these really well because that is a hot sugary substance and you'd not want your lids to fail, but if they do, just pop it in the fridge or can always save. This recipe says it makes 6 cups, but looks like 3 to me. Do not double jelly recipes or you will have setting issues. I have never doubled, but I know people that have in none of their batches set. Just pectin's a funny thing. Like I said, that Pomona's is pretty reliable, especially if you want lower sugar recipes. If you have a diabetic in your family, you can really cut the sugar back on your jams and jellies to where they can have it. I know every diabetic's amount of sugar intake can be different daily, but yeah. So, sorry to bore you with the tedious part. It's so hot. Be careful not to burn yourself. Fingertip tight. I'm not using ball lids, but I've seen a lot of people with buckling this year, which is totally bizarre. I have Tatler, Weck, and Lehman's, and I really like the Lehman's. Had no problems yet. I've heard rumors. We'll see if they've changed theirs as well. Okay. So you will want to process those for 10 minutes when it comes back to a full boil. And then remove them from the pot back to your mat, and you've got your jelly. So I'll see you when these are done. 10 minutes. Okay, we're gonna get them out. And I'm not worried about them setting up because it's set up in the pan. So we're good there. Already popping. We love the popping, pinging. Whew. So there we have it, guys. There is our pepper jelly. And let me think. There was something I wanted to tell you, and I can't remember what it was. Ah, what was it? It was important. Can't remember. Anyways, you might know what I was going to say, so it might be a question down below. So if you have that question that I can't remember right now, post your questions down below and I will answer it. So I will see you in the next video. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for all the new subs. And yeah, we'll be making some French onion soup next. And I'm going to listen to my pinging. I'll see you next time. Bye.